The Duggar family is no stranger to the spotlight, having gained widespread recognition through their reality TV show 15 Kids and Counting. With 19 children in total, the family has remained a prominent figure in conservative Christian circles, often sharing glimpses of their lives with the public. However, one of the Duggar daughters recently found herself facing an unexpected and deeply personal challenge when her husband received a major medical diagnosis following a life-threatening hospital stay. The revelation sent shockwaves through both the family and their devoted fanbase, prompting an outpouring of support and prayers from those who have followed them for years. This medical crisis not only upended the couple's daily routine, but also forced them to reevaluate their priorities and face the fragility of life in a way they had never anticipated. As details emerged about the severity of the condition and the ongoing treatment, fans expressed concern over how this development would impact the family dynamic. For many, the Duggars have always represented stability and strong faith, making this health scare all the more jarring. While the family has historically kept certain aspects of their personal lives private, this situation marked a rare moment of vulnerability, shedding light on the challenges that even seemingly unshakable families must endure. The medical emergency began unexpectedly when the husband started experiencing severe symptoms that quickly escalated. What initially seemed like an intense illness soon took a dangerous turn, prompting an urgent hospitalization. His condition deteriorated rapidly, leading doctors to classify his situation as life-threatening. The medical team worked swiftly to stabilize him, running extensive tests and initiating aggressive treatments to combat whatever was causing such a severe reaction in his body. As the days passed, the severity of his diagnosis became clearer. He was ultimately diagnosed with a serious autoimmune disorder, a condition in which the body's immune system mistakenly attacks its own tissues. This particular disorder was especially aggressive, affecting multiple organ systems and requiring immediate, intensive medical intervention. Treatments included high-dose corticosteroids and immunosuppressive therapies to prevent further damage, along with close monitoring in the hospital's critical care unit. Despite the early uncertainty, his medical team remained cautiously optimistic, noting that prompt intervention had significantly improved his chances of recovery. Though he eventually stabilized, the road ahead remained daunting. The long-term effects of the disease were still unknown, and managing it would require ongoing medical supervision, lifestyle adjustments, and emotional resilience. The family braced themselves for the challenges ahead, knowing that this diagnosis would change their lives in ways they had never anticipated. In the face of such an overwhelming medical crisis, faith became the cornerstone of the couple's strength and resilience. Rooted deeply in their religious beliefs, they turned to prayer as a source of comfort and guidance during the darkest moments of the hospital stay. Each day, they leaned heavily on their spiritual foundation, believing that divine intervention played a role in the husband's survival. Their trust in God's plan allowed them to find peace amid the chaos, even when answers were scarce and the future uncertain. Beyond individual prayers, the couple also relied on the unwavering support of their church community. Fellow congregants surrounded them with love, offering constant encouragement, organizing prayer chains, and visiting whenever possible to provide emotional and spiritual upliftment. The power of collective faith became evident as they received messages from people across the country, many of whom had followed the Duggar family for years, who joined in praying for the husband's recovery. This outpouring of support reinforced their belief that they were not alone in it. It was an active force that shaped their decisions and outlook. They viewed each small improvement in the husband's condition as a sign of answered prayers, strengthening their conviction that God was working in their lives. Even as they prepared for the long road ahead, they held on to the hope that their struggles would ultimately serve a greater purpose. In the aftermath of the medical crisis, the couple's daily life underwent significant changes as they adapted to the realities of managing a chronic autoimmune disorder. The husband's recovery required strict adherence to medical protocols, including regular doctor's appointments, prescribed medications, and necessary lifestyle modifications. What once felt like a predictable routine now revolved around health management, with careful attention given to diet, rest, and physical activity to avoid exacerbating his condition. Beyond the physical adjustments, the emotional toll of the diagnosis weighed heavily on both partners. The experience had shaken their sense of security, forcing them to confront the unpredictability of life in a way they had never anticipated. There were moments of fear and uncertainty, particularly in the early weeks after returning home, when the husband still struggled with lingering symptoms and fatigue. Anxiety over potential relapses or complications lingered, but rather than letting these concerns consume them, they chose to face them together with resilience and determination. Despite the challenges, the couple remained committed to maintaining a positive outlook. They leaned on each other for emotional support, finding solace in quiet moments of reflection, prayer, and shared hopes for the future. Over time, they discovered new ways to navigate life within these changed circumstances, embracing gratitude for each day while preparing for the ongoing journey ahead. As news of the husband's diagnosis spread, the Duggar family and their followers responded with an overwhelming wave of support. Close relatives immediately stepped in to help with daily responsibilities, ensuring that the couple could focus on recovery without added stress. Siblings and extended family members organized meal deliveries, assisted with errands, and provided emotional encouragement, reinforcing the importance of familial bonds during times of hardship. The Duggar parents, known for their steadfast presence in their children's lives, offered continual reassurance, reminding the couple that they did not have to face this challenge alone. Beyond the immediate family, longtime friends and members of their tight-knit religious community also rallied around them. Church members formed prayer groups specifically dedicated to the husband's healing, holding weekly gatherings to lift him up in faith. Many reached out personally, sending handwritten letters, care packages, and encouraging messages filled with Bible verses and heartfelt words of hope. These gestures reminded the couple of the strength found in unity and the power of a supportive network rooted in shared beliefs. Fans of the Duggar family, many of whom had followed their journey for years, also flooded social media with expressions of love and solidarity. Messages poured in from across the country, with well-wishers sharing personal stories of overcoming adversity and offering prayers for continued healing. This outpouring of compassion reaffirmed the couple's faith in the goodness of others and strengthened their resolve to face the future with courage. Through this difficult journey, the couple has come to appreciate the fragile nature of life in a way they never had before. The suddenness of the diagnosis and the intensity of the hospital stay served as a sobering reminder that health cannot be taken for granted. In the midst of their trials, however, they found clarity in what truly matters: faith, family, and the strength that comes from relying on both. Every small victory in the husband's recovery has been met with deep gratitude, reinforcing their belief that even in the most uncertain times, there is always room for hope. Looking forward, the couple remains committed to navigating this new chapter with resilience and optimism. While the road to full recovery may be long, they are determined to face it together, drawing strength from their unwavering faith and the support of their loved ones. They have embraced a renewed appreciation for each day, choosing to focus on the blessings that remain rather than dwelling on the hardships they have endured. As they continue adjusting to life with a chronic condition, they do so with the knowledge that they are not alone, surrounded by family, friends, and a community that continues to uplift them with prayers and encouragement. More than anything, this experience has reinforced the importance of perseverance. It has shown them that even in the face of adversity, love and faith can carry them through the darkest moments. With hearts full of gratitude and a renewed sense of purpose, they step forward into the future with the confidence that, no matter what lies ahead, they will face it together. Reality television has long been a mirror to society, reflecting cultural norms, values, and evolving perceptions of family life. From early portrayals of traditional nuclear families to the more unconventional households seen today, reality TV has continuously adapted to audience interests while shaping public discourse on what constitutes a family experience. Shows like The Osbournes introduced audiences to the chaotic yet endearing lives of celebrities outside their public personas, while John and Kate Plus 8 brought attention to the challenges of raising multiple children in the spotlight. These programs laid the groundwork for a genre that would become increasingly focused on large families, offering viewers an intimate look into parenting strategies, financial struggles, and interpersonal dynamics. However, as reality TV evolved, so did its portrayal of family structures, shifting from conventional models to more diverse representations that challenged traditional expectations. One of the most influential shows in this space was 19 Kids and Counting, which followed the Duggar family's deeply religious lifestyle and strict adherence to conservative values. While the series initially gained popularity for its unique depiction of a large American family, it later became embroiled in controversy due to revelations about past misconduct within the family. This shift not only led to the show's cancellation, but also raised questions about how reality TV handles sensitive topics and the ethical responsibilities of networks when portraying real-life families. As audiences grew more discerning, there was a growing demand for authenticity, inclusivity, and responsible storytelling, factors that have influenced TLC's decision to revisit the large family format with a new approach. The network's latest endeavor seeks to learn from past missteps, aiming to create a more balanced, nuanced portrayal of modern family life. TLC's new large family show marks a deliberate departure from the controversies that plagued previous iterations of the genre, particularly those surrounding the Duggar family. Unlike 19 Kids and Counting, which centered around a rigidly structured household guided by conservative religious principles, this new series embraces a more inclusive and progressive portrayal of family life. Rather than adhering to a singular ideological framework, the show presents a household that reflects contemporary values such as gender equality, emotional openness, and adaptive parenting styles. This shift acknowledges the changing landscape of American families, where diversity in beliefs, lifestyles, and identities is increasingly normalized. By featuring a family that openly discusses topics like mental health, personal autonomy, and individual aspirations, the series fosters a more relatable and humanizing narrative, one that resonates with a broader audience beyond the confines of any specific religious or political ideology. Furthermore, the new show consciously avoids the pitfalls that contributed to the downfall of earlier large family programming. One of the primary criticisms of 19 Kids and Counting was its reluctance to address uncomfortable truths, leading to accusations of selective storytelling and a lack of accountability. In contrast, TLC's latest offering takes a transparent approach, allowing family members to candidly discuss both the joys and challenges of their lives without censorship or excessive editorializing. This commitment to authenticity extends to the show's handling of conflict resolution, discipline, and decision-making processes, all of which are depicted as collaborative rather than dictated by a single authority figure. By prioritizing honesty over idealization, the series not only distinguishes itself from its predecessors, but also sets a new standard. At the heart of TLC's new large family show is a compelling blend of humor, warmth, and authenticity that immediately sets it apart from its predecessors. The family at the center of the series exudes a vibrant energy, effortlessly balancing the chaos of everyday life with moments of genuine connection and lightheartedness. Whether it's the youngest child's impromptu dance routines during dinner prep, or the older siblings' playful banter over chores, the show captures the essence of a bustling household where laughter is a constant companion. Yet, beneath the surface of these lighthearted scenes lies a deeper layer of emotional intelligence and mutual support that elevates the series beyond mere entertainment. What makes this family stand out is their ability to navigate the complexities of modern life while maintaining a strong sense of unity. Each episode offers glimpses into their daily routines, school drop-offs, meal planning, sibling bonding, and highlights how they tackle challenges together, whether it's managing tight finances or addressing interpersonal conflicts. Unlike earlier large family shows that often portrayed parents as authoritarian figures, This series showcases a partnership built on shared responsibilities and open communication. The parents are depicted not as infallible leaders, but as individuals learning and growing alongside their children, creating a dynamic that feels refreshingly honest and relatable. Additionally, the show shines a spotlight on the individual personalities and aspirations of each family member, giving viewers a well-rounded understanding of their lives. From teenagers pursuing creative passions to younger kids navigating schoolyard friendships, the series balances broad family moments with intimate character-driven stories. This multidimensional approach ensures that no one is reduced to a caricature or defined solely by their role within the household. Instead, the family is presented as a cohesive unit made up of distinct individuals, each contributing to the collective identity in meaningful ways. Through this lens, the show not only entertains but also invites audiences to reflect on their own relationships and familial bonds, making it a standout entry in the reality TV landscape. One of the most significant departures from past large family reality shows is TLC's commitment to handling sensitive issues with nuance and responsibility. Unlike earlier iterations that often sidestepped difficult conversations or sanitized complex realities, this new series approaches topics such as mental health, personal boundaries, and generational differences with a level of maturity that sets it apart. Rather than presenting an idealized version of family life, the show acknowledges that every household experiences challenges, and it does so in a way that encourages empathy and understanding. For instance, episodes have featured open discussions about anxiety, self-esteem, and the pressures of growing up in a highly visible family, allowing both parents and children to express their concerns and coping mechanisms without judgment. These moments not only add depth to the characters, but also serve as valuable educational tools for viewers who may be navigating similar struggles. Additionally, the series takes a proactive stance on consent and personal agency, ensuring that family members, particularly younger ones, are given space to voice their opinions and make decisions about their own lives. Unlike previous shows where parental authority was rarely questioned, this program emphasizes collaboration and mutual respect, reinforcing the idea that even within a large household, individuality matters. This approach extends to how the family navigates generational differences, with parents actively engaging in discussions about evolving social norms, technology use, and personal identity. By fostering an environment where difficult topics can be explored without sensationalism or exploitation, TLC's new series not only avoids the missteps of its predecessors, but also redefines what it means to portray a realistic, emotionally intelligent family on television. TLC's new large family show represents a pivotal shift in the trajectory of reality television, positioning itself as a blueprint for future programming that prioritizes authenticity over manufactured drama. By focusing on the unfiltered, multifaceted realities of family life, both its triumphs and its struggles, the series challenges the conventions that once dominated the genre. Crucially, the show's success lies in its ability to balance entertainment value with meaningful representation. By showcasing a family that embodies modern values such as emotional openness, shared responsibilities, and individual growth, the series resonates with viewers seeking reflection and connection in the content they consume. Its emphasis on transparency and accountability further cements its relevance in an era where audiences demand greater ethical considerations from media creators. This shift could inspire other networks to follow suit, encouraging the development of programming that celebrates diversity, inclusivity, and resilience without compromising integrity. Ultimately, TLC's new series stands as a testament to the potential of reality television to evolve beyond superficiality and controversy. By championing authenticity and embracing the messiness of real life, it not only revitalizes the large family genre, but also sets a new standard for what television can and should aspire to achieve.